My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. We're going to be playing the Gremlins, who I have only played one time before on camera, so I'll also go to the lengths, especially because that was 4 years ago, to explain a little bit about them. You get to play all of the Gremlins. You start with the mob leader's staff. At the start of each combat, gain an energy, draw a card, and swap keyword to the next Gremlin. You start with 16 HP and 99 souls. Let's embark. Rise, servant. Obtain a random rare card. Ooh! All Gremlins lose 1 max HP to choose a rare colorless card to obtain. That and the swap mechanic telling you a little bit about what's about to happen. We're gonna get more Gremlins. Obtain a random rare starting card or go for the rare colorless card. I mean, rare colorless card, of course, could be Apotheosis. Give me the random rare. Oh my god. Knob! 4 energy. Unplayable. Gain 20 temp HP. Then mutate into the Gremlin Knob until you run out of temp HP. Gremlin Knob, at the start of your turn, add 1 Bellow, 1 Skull Bash, and 1 Rush to your hand, is the ability of that. Upgrade it to get more max HP, more temp HP. Goes from 20 to 30, but it does not decrease the cost, so I need to find a way to get out of 4th energy in a single turn. Oh boy. I was really hoping it would upgrade to lower that cost. Right, so there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 elite, 2 rest. Ooh, that's actually kind of low on rests, but it's better than a lot of the alternative paths as well. I like a question mark or 2 in the early game, but maybe not before I get to my first elite. Although, there's only 1 after them. Alright, fine. I'll take 1 early question mark. Here's all of our guys. Hang on. So I'm gonna have to move my energy. There we go. Oh my god, actually, I can play the knob on turn 1. Hell yeah, big boy. So at the start of your turn, you draw 3 Gremlin knob cards you can no longer swap. And whenever you lose all temporary HP, prevent further damage and revert back. Got it. So I'll swap to no one, because Knob lead forever. Bellow, our leftmost. 0 cost skill, it's ethereal. Gain 2 strength for each enemy that does not intend to attack. Then Skull Bash, a 1 cost ethereal, deal 4 damage and apply 2 vulnerable. And then finally Rush, a 1 cost ethereal, deal 10 damage. All of those, of course, being weakened at the moment. Oh, and Gremlin Dance. So it's worth also the base deck. We've got a tag team in here, swap to a living Gremlin of your choice, upgrade to retain it. And we have Gremlin Dance. Deals 6 damage, has a bonus effect based on which Gremlin you are. So we get to show that it has a unique effect with Knob. Give him some vulnerable to worry about. And then kill him. Okay, Counter-Strike, leftmost. Deal 8 damage if the enemy intends to attack. Trigger your current Gremlin's bonus twice. Each Gremlin also has a bonus that, I realize I immediately invalidated a lot of this by turning into the knob immediately. We'll have a look at those in the next battle. Shankstone, unplayable. Whenever you draw this, gain 2 shivs. I quite like that. And Glimmer. 1 cost, deal 2 damage, gain 2 wards. Wards being 0 cost, block versions of shivs. I'm going to take Counter-Strike to start with, especially because if I am the knob, then triggering my current bonus 2 times... Is that just strength 2 times? Oh, this is annoying. I really like the Regret Relic. But then I'm going to need to remove it. Because the Regret is a lot of HP for a Gremlin. Plus 5 max HP. Is that for everyone? There's no way that's for everyone. Plus 5 max HP for everyone would be the strongest thing. Okay, no, it's 1 for each. Okay, I'm glad I at least figured out how that was working, rather than blindly clicking something else. Okay, so Mad Gremlin. Whenever it is attacked, we gain 2 temporary strength. The Sneaky Gremlin, whenever I play a 0-cost attack, it deals 2 extra damage. And, sorry, 0-cost attacks deal 2 extra damage, and whenever I play an attack at all, I deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Shield Gremlin, whenever you play a skill, gain 2 block. Fat Gremlin, whenever you attack, apply 1 weak to all targets. And then finally, Gremlin Wizard. After you play a skill, gain 1 whiz. Whiz is a unique stack. Once you get to 3 whiz, your next attack does 7 more damage. Okay, Bellow. Ethereal, Rush, Strike. I have no reason not to attack while I still have temp HP here. Rhythm. 1 cost, swap to the next Gremlin. Fetch a basic card from your draw pile. It costs 0 this turn. Worth knowing that all of the cards that started in our base deck are basics, but especially Gremlin Dance, typically the one that we'd like to pick up. Burly Blow. 2 energy cost. I'd said Ember and Energy at the same time there. 2 energy cost. Deal 4 damage. Repeat for each stack of weak. And then finally Cat Scratch. 1 energy, deal 2 damage 3 times. I want to take Burly Blow, because I have a lot of reasons to want to give weak to enemy. I don't know, maybe it's just 0 cost on the upgrade with Rhythm. Burly Blow just increases its damage. Cat Strike strikes another time. I'll take Burly Blow. Give me more reasons to care that the enemy is weak. Oh, if I took the regret there, I could have actually taken a different path and still gotten the removal. Upgrade 2 cards, but gain pain. No, thank you. I mean, Knob is the best turn 1 play, but if I don't draw it on turn 1, it's garbage. It's literally unusable. Never mind, just draw it on turn 1 every single time, it's fine. If you just never miss, you'll always hit instead, and that's good. Trigger your current bonus 2 times. If the enemy intends to attack, trigger your current gremlin's bonus 2 times. Okay, I just think the Knob does not have a bonus. Sad. Still a decent card for the other ones, though. Kablamo! 2 energy, deals 4 damage to all enemies twice, and it does not consume whiz. Whoa. That's a very expensive dagger spray. Ta-da! 0 cost, gain a ward, and swap to the Gremlin Wizard. Then you can play the ward, gaining a whiz. I like that. And Trixie, 1 cost, draw 4 cards, then discard any that are not attacks, and swap to the Sneaky Gremlin. I'm leaning Tada here. I have no real defense added to this deck. Guess I also have no AoE at all. And I am about to go into a fight where AoE could matter. I'll take my first AoE card. Blech. Yep, it matters. I mean, look, if you're going to give me the Knob on turn 1, I think I'm supposed to take it. Swap to a living gremlin of my choice. Oh! No, I should probably just save the energy potion for a fight where I want to use Knob, but I otherwise couldn't. I mean, it feels like it should definitely be Bellow Kablamo. 12 damage to everyone. 16, 8. So here I'll lose 18 health, keeping up my temporary. And then I can bellow, and I have enough damage with a single strike to take down one. Then Skull Bash, Rush takes down the other. Bellow, Skull Bash, and Rush once more. Gets us there. Gremlin Bomb. Whenever a gremlin dies, deal 30 damage to all enemies. I wish that worked with enemy gremlins. Rage Break. 2 energy, double your strength. Upgrades to give you 5 block as well. 5 block. Patsy, gain 4 blocks, swap to the next gremlin. Or Changeo. 1 energy skill, gain 8 block and 1 whiz. I do want some block. Give me the block and whiz, please. I also like whiz, it's just damage up. Prayer Wheel this early. Normal enemies drop an additional card reward. Please. Please. Oh, that's so useful. Oh, wow. Actually, hang on. Can I do this? Strike, strike, burly blows. So you would have 2 weak on you. Then the burly blow strikes for 14. Sorry, 12. 12 on top of 24. No, I can't get you to your split point this time. It's actually pretty annoying. Woof. Strike. I'll tag team out into shield. Play the defend. That's the best I can do that turn, unfortunately. Take 1 damage. And block reasonably this turn. Get him, Changeo. 33 is the enemy split point. I'll be weakened next turn, but I do think I probably have... do I have a better split than this in the deck? I hope so. That doesn't feel better. I'm gonna tag team to Gremlin Wizard, and then Changeo. Ow. 7 damage straight to the Gremlin Dome. Gremlin darts, then double defend gets us back in whiz mode. Damn. Swap to a living gremlin of my choice, huh? It's not like I'm going to be taking out the aggressive frontliner, unfortunately. I feel like my only real choice here is go back to shields, play defensive, take 7 damage on the shield gremlin now. Yikes. Oh, right after that I get the kablamo. Three more damage for lucky old me. Oh, what a tough split. Get him. That'll take him down. Barb Ocean and Pour Salt. Deal 4 damage if the enemy is weak. Remove a stack to gain 2 shivs. Super cool. Really good for the fat gremlin. Scatter, 2 energy. The next time you would lose HP, instead swap to a random gremlin. That sounds great. Instead, not as well. Aggressive defense, 1 energy, deal 8 damage. Whenever you gain block this turn, the enemy loses 3 HP. I think that's good too. Give me aggressive defense. Glimmer is the ward generation we saw earlier. Pin Needle, 1 energy, deal 8 damage, insert 2 pinpricks. 0 cost attack that draws a card and deals 1 damage. And Bubble Barrier, whenever you play a card this turn, gain 2 block. Bubble Barrier works really well with aggressive defense. I think I may actually want that. Damn it. Oh, this is not what you want to say. Okay, I'm not going to be Knob in this fight. That's a problem. Probably going to have to pop the energy potion to get into Knob phase. I'm going to go Gremlin Wizard mode. Then gain 2 Wiz, 3rd, 4th. I mean, I could curb Blammo and then aggressive defense. Next turn becomes Knob and Changeo, probably? Alright. It's probably the best way to open the fight. Mm-hmm. So I can let the enemy gun straight for me because I don't lose all of my temp. And I can just keep going, and then another turn I would have had for aggression after that as well. Tungsten Rod, whenever you lose HP, lose 1 less. That's great. Another Changeo here. There's also Polish. Shivs deal 2 additional damage and wards grant 2 additional block. And finally, Whiz. 1 energy, gain 1 Whiz. Next turn, gain a Bang. Bang, 0 energy, deal 0 damage 3 times and add a Whiz to your discard pile. Does 21 damage if you have 3 stacks of Whiz for it, though. I think I want to take another copy of Changeo. I'm finding it difficult to block outside of skill interactions at the moment. I think that'll help. 0 cost upgrades are a high priority for me. So is Changeo getting another Whiz with its upgrade? But Bubble Barrier wants to be played on a very aggressive turn, so it really wants an upgrade too. This is an interesting one. I can fully defend with just Bubble Barrier, so I should go as aggressive as I can here, which is just attack as many times as I can. I could get 2 additional strength as well if I want to leave this turn as a Mad Gremlin. Counter-Strike gives us a huge amount of strength. I'll take out the enemy backline and then defend for all but 4. Oh, all but 3. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. Ooh, Gremlin Dance is super good here as well. Deal damage to all enemies. Oh, hell yeah. Counter-Strike gives me enough strength for Kablamo to kill the frontline unit. Now it's just a sentry against us. Oh, you are kidding me? Oh, you. I literally have 10 damage in hand. Ugh. Lost this 8 HP there. Mango. Upon pickup, raise all of your gremlins max HP by 3. I'm getting some tanky gremlins. The weakest flex. 0 energy, gain 2 temporary strength. Upgrades to 4 Whiz, we saw earlier. Irksome Blow. 1 energy, deal 5 damage. Strength affects this card 4 times up to 6 times. I'm going to take Irksome Blow, especially because we have the Gremlin Knob. Wandering Spectre. This area of the spire appears to be a graveyard. You carefully continue through when a strange faint apparition stops you. It reaches out with both hands, apparently offering some sort of deal? You can tell the apparition is holding some sort of precious relic in its palm. you can't make out what they are. Surely it's a harsh price is being asked in exchange. Left box. We get the Duvu Doll or Darkstone Periapt. Darkstone Periapt gives you more max HP every time you get a curse. Duvu Doll gives you more strength every time you get a curse. Right box, obtain a Tainted Cursed Key or Calling Bell. I don't recall what the taint on them is. And Chase Away is the final one. Obtain a Cursed Dispelling Candle, but all gremlins lose 1 HP. And the Cursed Dispelling Candle just gives you the ability to play out curses. I mean, you know, Tainted Cursed Key, the idea of being able to play the knob much more easily, sounds good. What am I being asked for in exchange? No clue. Bell tolls twice. Tainted Cursed Bell. Upon pickup, obtain a unique curse and 3 common relics. The common relics we got were Brass Stacks at the end of your turn, gain 2 block. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage, hell yeah. And Tricky's Bolster Rod. The first time you play Power each combat, gain 4 strength and 4 block and 1 strength. And the Curse of the Bell can't be removed from the deck. That's okay, I just add a bunch of cards to the deck instead. As soon as you clasp the artifact from the figure, darkness envelops the room. The spectre speaks to you once more, his words appearing in your head without you ever hearing them. Wise choice. What do you say to another deal, friend? Trade for power, gain a random rare card. I could trade for life to gain 12 max HP, or trade for souls to gain 180 souls, but all of them come with a curse. I'm fine, thank you. You thank the Spectre for this deal. The ghost gives you one last laborious look before continuing on its endless walk. You continue onwards as well. I definitely think I can go for another elite. I don't think that's really going to harm our chances too much. Aggressive defense, then Change-O and a defend, because they go directly under the enemy's block. Taking him out. Get him. Oh, Pinprick. 0 cost attack, draws and deals a damage. I think that's probably just better to have than not. Toe Stub. Deal 5 damage if the enemy is weak. Also apply 2 vulnerable. And then finally another Rhythm. We'll take that Pinprick. Arms Theft. 2 energy. Apply 1 weak and steal a strength. Upgrades to do 2 of each. That sounds great. What a boss card. Fury costs 1 less. It's 3 energy by default. Costs 1 less energy for every 2 strength you have. Deals 7 damage 3 times on the upgrade. 5 damage 3 times by base. Dang. And Fairy Dust. 1 energy, gain 2 cards and gain 2 wards and draw 2 cards. And it upgrades to become 0 cost. Frustrating, but I'll be taking that one because I think it's a lot better. This one's okay. I could Pinprick this turn. I will. I couldn't have known that was going to be next. Yay! And the enemy doesn't even intend to attack, rather, on its first turn. Irksome Blows, dealing 17 damage now. Hell yeah. Got double damage with the next attack. Mm-hmm. 31 souls and Frozen Egg whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgrade it. Yes, please. I would love a power card that I can trigger Tricky's Bolster Rod with that is not the knob. Twist the Knife. Deal 5 damage, gain 1 Shiv. Upgrades to upgrade the Shiv. Pour Salt gives more Shivs. I want more Shivs. I just need more reliable weak application. Fairy Dust. Let's remove your costs. And we're up against the Energy Thief. Whenever the default generates a theft, trying to read the words defect and void at the same time. Whenever defect generates a void, it goes into your discard pile. Sorry, your discard pile. There we go. The emphasis needs to be put on the right syllabary on. I really wish I was the fat gremlin at the moment. Alas. Hold up. It's supposed to be aggressive defense first. No. Paw Salt, then aggressive defense. Change-o. And... oh, never mind. It didn't matter the order because the enemy had an artifact. I feel like I'm probably best served by playing another defend just in case. Just in case I really need that whiz next turn. Enemy played day. Another buffer. Oof. Sure. Let's tag team out to Fat Gremlin. He loses 2 strength this turn. I mean, that's certainly not what I care about, but getting some strength, sorry, some weaken on the enemy, that matters. Enemy does intend to attack this turn, so I can keep you weak for a long time with that. We're defending against 16 right now. Yeah, I'll throw another strike in. I only end up taking 1 damage, thank you, Tungsten Rod. Oh yeah! 4 stacks of weak on the enemy. The Burly Blow will do something! 16 damage for 2 energy, which isn't really that much, but still! Oh, actually, hang on. 56 is a lot more than that, though. Get him. He loses 2 strength this turn. If I strike you first, then I can hit you with that, and you get weak and lose strength. Single defend gets us enough. Oh, hell yeah. Bubble Barrier, and then Counter Strike. Even more weakness for you. Then Pour Salt, remove a stack of weak in order to get 2 shivs, which each give another stack of weak. 1 more defend at the very end. We manage to defend all of our HP again. Only I had some strength. Oh boy, that'd be nice. I could tag team. Yeah. Tag team over to being a mad gremlin now. Got 2 strength for it. Aggressive defense, strike, and change-o. Keep giving me that strength. I'm gonna need it. A lot of damage coming in this turn. Might be worth throwing out to a defensive character. Bubble Barrier will tag out to Shield Gremlin. Double defend comfortably gets us across that line. Enemy still got 8 weaken on them, so... oh, hell yeah! I was about to say, if I drew Burly Blow, it'd be incredible. Get him. 98 souls, and... oh, how dare you. How dare you, game? You knew what I was looking for. And you didn't give me a power. Second volley, 2 energy, deal 4 damage. Gain a shiv for each card played this turn, or until your hand is full. Hell yeah. Erupt. 1 energy, gain 5, upgrades to 7 temporary strength. Second volley gives you upgraded shivs on its upgrade. Flip out, 1 energy, deal 11 damage. When you would gain block this turn, instead, deal that much damage to all enemies. That's really appealing, but how often am I allowed to give up that? I feel like second volley is the choice. It's not going to be Tiny House. Slaver's Collar. During boss and elite combats, gain energy at the start of your turn. Those are the combats where it's more important for me to play Nob, but I would really like to have Nob available every battle. If I have to do that, though, it'll cost me Sozu, so I'm no longer obtaining potions. Got a Hermit to deal with at the end of this floor. Got a bunch of money at the start of it, though, so that first shop's looking good to me. Oh, look at this right path, though. Shop, fire, elite, elite, fire, fire. Yeah, it's too much value to turn down. Load of upgrades available over there. Let's start with Pinprick. Deals additional damage, thank you. Defense, strike. Tag out to Gremlin Wizard, and then get full whiz. I mean, second volley plus Fairy Dust this turn is ridiculous. I guess I'd play Fairy Dust first anyway. Yeah, right. And one more defend, and then finally a second volley for 11 damage. Gives me all these. I gotta be able to deal 14 damage in a single turn, right? I gotta. Oh, I wish I could take that explosive potion. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's so good for the elites. Sozu. Oh, well. Shankstone pre-upgraded gives you 3 shivs in hand when you draw it. I don't want to put too many of those in the deck, but one of them, absolutely. Whiz, gain 1 whiz, next turn, gain a bang, flex. Trixie is actually really interesting as well. Draw 6 cards, upgraded. Then discard any that are not attacks and swap to the Sneaky Gremlin. The thing is, Shankstone is not an attack, but you still drew it, so you still get those. I do want to be able to swap to my aggressive sometimes. Oh, but maybe not this turn. Actually, I only need to play a single Change-O to be comfortable. I'll tag team at the end of the turn then. So, Change-O Trixie. Second volley? Really annoyingly, tag team has to swap me. I'd love if it didn't. I could just play the second volley and then just play out a couple of strikes here, but I think I'm probably better served in the long run by swapping back to the Fat Gremlin now, and then weaken the hell out of the enemy. Especially because you've got the 21 strike that puts fear into the heart of all mortals. Gremlin Dance will be pretty good this time. I mean, look, it'd be nice to have played Nob that turn, but I'll happily settle for what I did. Shankstar. Assault. Oh, belly blower, let's do it. I know. Wait, is there a way for me to finish this fight without attacking you? No. I have to waste my pendant. Bottle dupe. Swap to a random gremlin. Whoa, what a useful potion I can't take. Infinite blocks. Innate. 1 energy. At the start of your turn, gain a ward. An innate power for us is incredible. I'll happily have a ward each turn. That sounds great to me. Also, bulk up would have been good there as well. Gives you 6 temporary HP. Temporary HP is great too. Makeshift armor. Gain 1 artifact every time you play 7 attacks. Gain another artifact. I also quite like that. Start with infinite, then get Trixie? Excuse me? I'm gonna ignore that for your sake, cultist, but I'm pretty sure I watched you just dab on me. Gremlin Dance, Kablamo. Don't have the ability to get enough whiz in time. Oh, second volley. Is there anything else I can do before second volley? So much block. I could turn into the knob. No need to, though. Arms theft, finally. It's also up against Presto, deal 9 damage, gain a whiz. No, I took the other. I'm looking at Presto as effectively like Presto Changeo, of course. It's the attack version of Changeo. I prefer the defensive version of that. Arms theft. I really want that and I want to upgrade it. Edible armor. 1 energy, convert your block into temp HP. Hi! I mean, on the right turn, that's incredible, but give me the arms theft first. Flex. Gain 4 temporary strength. Really, really powerful again in the right turn. Also, we do have the ability to give ourselves artifacts, making that quite a powerful card as well. Raid, draw a card for each living gremlin, then discard 3 cards. You get to choose which cards you discard. And I have 5 gremlins. That's really good. And then Gremlin Arm, 0 cost, trigger your current gremlin's bonus twice, then swap to a living gremlin of your choice. That's a really good card as well. I think I have to take Flex. I didn't really want that to be my choice, though. All right, I forgot. I gotta fight the merchant. Yeah. That's okay. I'm not against fighting the merchant. Some of the lowest damage turns. All good. I'm just going to gear up for what the best next turn would be if I did get our next turn. Tag team into Gremlin Wizard, Bubble Ward, and then Knob. Now I've got enough whiz. Okay. Flex at the start of the turn is definitely part of it. Oh, there's second volley. That's the other part of it. I want a Trixie. But the vulnerability and damage is probably a lot better. And then second volley gives us... huge. I've got another shop in like 2-3 spaces time. I might kill him. Erupt gains 5 temporary strength. Yes, but it compares quite disfavorably with the other. That said, I think it'll probably be enough on the turns that I draw it. Polish. Shivs give additional damage. Wards give additional block. It's nice. Ooh, Pandemonium. At the start of the turn, play a random card in your discard pile. Revitalize. Heal 8 HP. If you trigger the chant effect of this, so you have to play a power card before it, right before it, in fact. Heal 12 HP instead. Lee's Waffle. Upon pickup, raise all of your gremlins max HP by 2 and heal half of your HP. Whenever you consume Wiz, remove a debuff at random. That seems not that valuable to me. I want to take Lee's Waffle and Vajra. And then I do think removing a couple of these base strikes is a really good idea. I'm not against Polish. As long as I don't play it on turn 1, it plays, quote-unquote plays, for at least 3 block because I get a ward every turn. Feels real bad to draw in the middle of battle, though. Ugh! Look at this! So much strength! Lose it immediately at the end of the turn. It will give you no benefit. I guess. Let's try some weakens out on the board. Doesn't feel like a good time to second volley. I will only take 1 damage this turn, though. It'll still be better than the rest of the turn. I'm gonna pour salt to remove your weakness, and then ideally you'll die to... yeah, one of the randomized effects there. Then Burly Blow hits the back line. I don't need an upgraded Kablamo, I don't think. As much as I do want more AoE in this deck, is Kablamo it? Really? Oh god, the next floor actually is more of an AoE hell. I think I have to take it, literally just because I'm not getting other sources of AoE. Enthusiasm, whenever you swap, draw a card. I do like that. I don't think I'll take that. I don't swap frequently enough to justify it in my mind. Okay, Smith. Second volley would be great because the upgraded shivs are 2 more damage. Deals a lot more. Oh, no, arm step. This is really important because if deck is wash up for the first 3 turns of combat, draw an additional card. Yes. Time for the merchant to die. Oh! Legitimately? Nope. Go on knob mode. Knob maxing. Oh my god, I can't even fill my entire hand. Shankstone. Second volley, give me 5 shivs. Happy to take damage to the temp HP, that's what it's there for. Oh boy. absolute money out of him. Give me another pinprick. I've really been enjoying the pinprick. Sacrifice. Second volley. This is my 4th volley. Multiplicative. Alethea. If you do not play any powers during your turn, draw an additional card next turn. I like it a lot, but I don't think I want to take it. Tiny chest, ancient tea set. Irritability is pretty cool. Gain 6 block, gain 3 temporary thorns, and swap to the Mad Gremlin. Really nice way to end a turn. Retaliation. Deal 6 damage twice. The enemy attacks you for 3 damage. Yeah, this one's going to be another second volley. Second volley's definitely one of the better cards in this deck. I want both of these Change-Os to get upgraded, because that's the main way I'm actually going to access Wiz in this deck. I'm probably not really going to change the Gremlin Wizard and do it that way. Pinprick. Oh, when drawn, echo this. Second copy in hand. Yeah, I like that. Oh boy. God, good lord. This is a tough one. This feels like where I probably need to use a lot of my potions. A lot of? Maybe just one. We've got these 2 second volleys in the opening hand, so if I don't go knob mode, I can add 4 0-cost cards to my hand and then play a second volley and then big strikes and then play another volley. Which feels like where I probably need to go with the turn. That would probably go along the lines of defend, then ooze infused drink, then play all of the cards from that, then a second volley, then the other second volley. It'll give us a lot of block, if nothing else, at least. Down. Gain 5 block. If you have 3 or more whiz, gain 2 wards. Do not have that. Sugar and then swap. I wonder if maybe, like, sneaky is a way better idea for us now with the... I draw so many cards into hand. No. The way that I think I have to do that is not... the entire time I'm planning around trying to use double second volley. I just don't think that's actually possible. And if that's not going to be possible, I think our order should be infinite blocks, arms thefts, for the unit that will leave alive the longest. Which shouldn't be the slaver in the back line, it should be blue slaver. Then ooze infused drink. I think maybe fat gremlin, so I can weaken the rest of them then. No, I'm going sneaky. Pinprick, pinprick, pinprick. Second volley fills the entire hand. Beautiful. I do think the 4 0 costs is probably the least potion I could use and still get away with the win here. Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Huge pickup. Broken Shin. What? Apply Agony for every 4 stacks of weak the enemy has. Agony. Creatures with Agony deal 80% less damage with attacks. What? It's also stupend. For 1 energy, gain 7 block, deal 7 damage. Block is affected by Whiz. That's just a really good Iron Wave. And then there's another Erupt here. I do like Erupt, actually. I have seemingly a lot of ease generating a lot of attacks at the same time. I feel like Broken Shin, though, because I've never used it. It seems really cool. Agony. Deal 80% less damage with attacks. Yeah. I gotta do it because I haven't done it. Oh my gosh. Bubble Barrier, Infinite. I am going to Fairy Dust and Ward before tag teaming out to a different unit. The Sneaky, I think, is our choice. Maybe the ability to weaken would have been nice as well. Oh well. Cool. That's the knob card, not the one I thought I was going to draw. That's okay. Second volley gives us 9 more shivs in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Yeah, I think that was enough. Grem. Use all 5 Gremlin abilities 2 times. That'd be so busted. I want it. I want it so bad, and I can't have it. Twist the Knife deals 7 damage and gives you an upgraded Shiv in hand. I'll happily take the upgraded version of it at least. Dazzle, deal 9 damage if you have 3 or more Whiz, deals 2 strength. Whiz is pretty far past, actually, what we're doing. Irritability, gain 8 block, gain 5 temporary thorns, and then swap to Mad Gremlin. That sets up kill on the turn after really well. Hey, especially against someone like the Book of Stabbing here. Oh my god, oh my god. I want a knob, but I've got a second volley in hand. Oh my god. Poor Salt as well. Poor enemy. There you go. Another second volley. Here's a bunch of... Oh, Memori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Great. Another infinite blocks? No. No. 0 energy. Patsy. Gain 4 blocks, swap to the next Gremlin. No need for that, I don't think. Glimmer, deal 2 damage, gain 2 wards. Yeah. It's either that or nothing. I'm going to skip, actually, I think, here. I've got a lot of cards in this deck already. I do want to break the Emeralds. Gives us a common card. That's Pinprick for us, thank you. I'm going to upgrade Broken Shin because I just really want to see it happen. Gain 5 max HP, but all gremlins lose 1 current HP. Easy. I feel like getting as aggressive as we have been is going to be less useful against the bosses. Okay. I should erupt before I attack. If I'm going to erupt this turn, but maybe I don't. Yeah, whatever. Pinprick. Pinprick. Get him with the counter-strike. Whenever you play an attack, the Hermit cycles his cards. Hermit's card cost can't change. Whenever Hermit draws a Necronomicon, he gains 2 damage, so I don't want to cycle you that much. But I do need to cycle you some. Well, I say that. I think I'm just going to be cycling you one hell of a lot. And I'm not going to play this final one. That would give the enemy Desperado in hands. Deals a decent amount of damage and then doubles. Early blows available in this hand, but we don't have any additional energy. Flex. They makeshift armor at the end of the turn. I'm going to tag team out to Fat Gremlin, hit him with the pinprick into Pour Salt. Oh no! Ugh, Trixie gave me cards that I didn't discard. That makes it harder. I screwed myself. Okay, we can have an 11 block. We are not gonna lose the sneaky gremlin this turn, but only just. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. That was really helpful. I'm gonna Kablamo because it takes out the enemy and leaves me with a pen nib. Flex Potion would have been cool. Showstopper can be played if you have exactly 7 whiz. 0 cost to deal 3 damage to all enemies 5 times. Of course, that would actually be 10 damage to all enemies 5 times. Conga Line! At the start of your turn, gain energy and swap to the next gremlin. 2 costs power, and then finally Shadow Shiv. When you play an attack that doesn't exhaust, gain a Shiv. I like that too. I don't feel like I'm swapping enough to use Conga Line. Oh no, wait, it's a swap. It's a swap that gives me energy. I actually like that a lot. I'm very aggressive. Shadow Shiv. Oh? Short statue? The first time a gremlin would die each combat, heal it to 75% of your max HP instead. No. Yeah, but no. Runic Pyramid, at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. I'm okay without that, thank you. And then finally, Busted Crown. Gain energy at the start of your turn. Future card rewards have 2 less cards to choose from. I think I'm okay taking that, because I've already taken a lot of cards. I'm not really reliant on getting any specific cards here in this final act. We're already doing pretty okay. Alright. Double barrier into infinite block. Very... Oh. Yeah. I'll go knob mode. Why not? Bellow for a ridiculous amount of strength. So many cards. Gremlin Arms. Do I? No. Glimmer. Deals 3 damage, gain 2 upgraded wards. Yeah, that's a little bit more defensiveness. I feel like we do need to tend a bit back in that direction. Let's go fight for a rare relic here. Oh boy. Flex, knob, infinite blocks, defend. Damn. I'm drawing way too many cards now. Oh, I'm suffering from success. Oh. I know I've got a second volley. Just waiting in the deck. That was not what I was attempting to play. Oops. That went about as badly as it could. Energy is now conserved between turns with the ice cream. I don't think I need another pinprick, but I'll take it. Oh, I'll lose a Kablamo, thanks. Makeshift armor and fairy dust seem much more important to me. Gilded Bone Shard. Start each combat with 3 strength. After losing any type of HP, lose that strength for the rest of the combat. Yep. It was also a bag of marbles for vulnerability on turn 1, but given the amount of time I am just super aggressively taking down the enemy on turn 1, this seems like the right choice. AlexMdle for 50 damage. Model the 2 highest cost cards in your hand. Can't do that, but I can bulk up and gain some 10 max HP. Retaliation has no interest to me, though. Oh, second volley, the opening again. Makeshift armor into flex. Oh, I'm gonna get so much vulnerability on you. More salt. Shiv. Early blow. Alright, I didn't even get to play the second volley. Upon pickup, choose an upgrade. Sorry, choose an upgrade. Upgrade to random skills. Don't need Trixie. Lantern. Start each combat with additional energy. That would be huge. I have to take the Sapphire Key, unfortunately, though. I've left myself way too late to not have it. And now I gotta recall the red key. I don't have to break all of them to go to the final floor. So now we are already set up. This isn't like an excellently aggressive opening turn, unfortunately. Ooh, can I? I can. As long as I can defend myself well while the enemy is multi-attacking me, I can get very powerful. More powerful than you've ever seen before. Not that one. Oh my god, I can actually go knob? I have so much energy on that turn. 2 temporary strength? No. 11 damage, gain 2 whiz. Fine. I think it's on average better than the average card in my deck, and I'll make the decision around that. I only really care if I can get Fat Gremlin on board right now. Oh, hold up. That's Fat Gremlin on board. Tag team our way out to Fat Gremlin. Then it's Counter-Strike. Oh no, that doesn't trigger. Because the enemy's not attacking. Counter-Strike only triggers when they are. I'm happy to do basically every single part of that again. But not that final attack. Okay, Fat Gremlin. Then I'll Erupt instead. Will I? Actually, I need to check this. If I'm Fat Gremlin... Yeah, even if the enemy has no weak on them, hitting them with Pour Salt gives them the weak, checks, sees the weak, removes it, and then gives me the 2 shivs in hand. Which is great. Because it sets up at the turn where we finish him off with Burly on the first turn. Still Chaos is nice. 6 cards. I'll take a third volley. Break Ruby. Shivs deal 3 more. Wards gain 3 more. Seems a good idea for us. I'll up Erupt just because of how aggressive we're consistently getting. God, if only... I was about to say, God, if only I could make you weak. I don't want to use my weak potion to do it, though. That might be enough damage for turn 1 against the head. Solid 400 right now. We'll theft your arms. Great. I was about to say I expect this to kill. And it did. Rhythm, 0 cost. Swap to the next Gremlin. Fetch a basic card from your pile. Cost 0 this turn. I don't really care about that if I'm using it to pull Gremlin Dance. 2 question marks or another rest? I'll take the extra rest, I think. Get those pinbricks echoing. Oh no. Wait. Oh wait, I was about to say, no, I have to deal with spikes after this. Literally none of the enemies have spikes. I don't need a second infinite blocks. Take another glimmer though. Let's do it. Speed run. Bastion. Ironclad begins the fight with Fortification. It's the Spire shield in front, which will grant him 10 block each turn. When the fortification has been destroyed, Ironclad loses Barricade. You're currently keeping all of your block, but gains 5 strength at the start of each turn. Can't do that too early. Other than that, though, all's well. Oh, nope, you can't weaken me. I simply refuse. Change-o, Glimmer, Ward, defend, and then second volley. We must tear down your shield. You can deal 22 damage with your body slam because you're still getting 10 from fortification and then 12 from flame barrier. But I'm not letting you deal another 40 just because you did stuff on a previous turn. Absolutely not. Oh, right, of course, you're going to deal damage to me every time I attack you because of the flame barrier. I don't really need to gain any whiz here. Perfect. Generated just enough block to still be able to go all out. Enemy keeps trying to debuff me because they haven't learned their lesson. Oh, broken shin. I want to use you just one time before the end of this. Yikes. Shadow Strike is giving us additional cards every time I play a attack that is not exhausting. And nothing to stop us. All right, yep. Go straight for the dome. That's the Ironclad down. Now I just have to verse what? Defects, Hermit, and Ironclad again? What are the chances of that? Being resummoned by a big whale? Oh no. No! Last Gasp, but 2 buffers should be useful. Gestalt's pretty useful as well. Just don't kill the Ironclad first, it looks like. Oh, gosh. Mm-hmm. There we go, I gave them all 2 buffer. And then I took it away from both of the other ones, and it's just mine now. Let's go for an aggressive defense. And there goes my buffer, but it was helpful. Are we knob gamers? Oh, I should have played all of those before. Oops. No swap. There we go. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Assault, don't have it. Yeah, I'll polish. Second volley into truly way too many shivs. Thunk! Black Candle! Woo! I can finally get rid of all the curses I don't have. Well, I guess I do have exactly one. Where are ya? Cannot be removed from your deck. It wouldn't be removed, it would just be exhausted for the fight. Wow, the fairy dust. I don't need more card draw. Reduce the cost of all attacks to 0 in your hand from sharpened blades. Most of my attacks are already 0 cost. I'm not going to take any of these. Well, I'll take a single enthusiasm. Why not? Just in case I do swap. This upgrade goes on fairy dust, just for the sake of the speed at which we can get set up. I mean, there's no more fights, so, like, it's power potion now or never. So little value. Sure. I'll take the artifact. Oh, I don't want to lose any HP because of Gilded Bone Shard, so I don't want to burn the Curse of the Bell. I'm gonna bulk up, draw a card. I'm gonna be irritable. Draw another card. That's pretty much what I was hoping to see. Second volley. Chip, 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 chip. And with all of that, I now have an artifact at the end of the turn, preventing me from losing my other 4 strength. No, no! That's a lot of incoming damage. Ow! Oh my god, I don't lose HP because of the tungsten rod. Can't believe I forgot that. Oh! Agony! I did it for the first time and only time. It keeps my Gremlin knob alive, which basically nothing else was going to be able to keep a... Not Gremlin knob. Gremlin small. Alright, second volume for infinity damage. They ceased to be able to take damage long ago. But the enemy is gearing up a lot to try and kill one guy, and then as soon as this one guy dies, we can just unleash hell. Shields, ward. It's a little glimmer there. I'm gonna save my energy on this turn. I don't think drawing now would have been really useful for us. Seven temporary strength. That'll work. And got double damage for the next attack. Come on, biggin. I mean, how much biggin can it be? How much more biggin can it be other than knob? The funny thing about that is Knob changed nothing on that turn. It was going to do stuff next turn. Good god. Knob is such a ridiculous card to start a run with and immediately upgrade, and also just draw on turn 1 in so many fights, being the only way you can play it. Oh, so good. Well, there you see now. And the heart has conquered the adventurers. Good fun. Good fun character, this one. I'm certain there have to be runs that are based much more around whiz and things like that, but that was too aggressive to have time for spell casting. Folks, for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire Downfall. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And a thank you and a special thanks this episode to Matthew. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.